We're going to begin this hour with a high-profile new campaign to combat anti-Semitism. First on CBS Mornings, New England Patriots owner, that of course is Robert Kraft, is investing $25 million in the Stand Up to Jewish Hate campaign to ask all Americans to just say no to anti-Semitism. 2022, did you know this, saw the most anti-Semitic incidents ever recorded in this country. And while the Jewish population makes up less than 2.5%, they are victims of more than half of all religious-based hate crimes. Think about that for just one moment. CBS Saturday morning co-host that's Dana Jacobson talked with Mr. Kraft about that campaign. Dana, good morning to you. I know he's very committed to this.
Good morning, Gayle. He is. Robert Kraft is supporting this campaign with more than just his money. He's using his voice and his platform, and he's encouraging others to do the same. He told me that he's afraid for our country, having never seen this level of anti-Semitism in the U.S. before.
What, if any, anti-Semitism did you face when you were growing up?
We had a few scuffles.
Like many Jews growing up in America, Robert Kraft remembers the first time he faced anti-Semitism.
It was in high school, and there was a kid. He made a comment, was laced with expletives and dirty Jew at the end. It came very close to being a physical fight, and we both were held back. But you know what? I wound up making a friend of that guy. You can make friends of your enemies by dialogue, education.
Today, Kraft is marking a new chapter in that dialogue, announcing the Stand Up to Jewish Hate campaign, for which Kraft has put up $25 million.
I saw what you've been posting.
Ads like this are part of it,
Hitler was right.
showing how people can do their part to combat hate.
I didn't teach you that.
At the center of the campaign is a blue square, taking up roughly 2.4% of a screen, the same percentage of the U.S. population made up by Jews.
We're asking all fellow Americans to use this blue emoji on their iPhones, their iPads, and wear this as a symbol that they're partnering with us and standing up against anti-Semitism.
But Kraft knows he can't do it alone.
If anybody knows about teamwork, it is you, and this takes a team.
It takes, and you know what? You don't win unless everyone's pitching in. And yeah, any team sport, any business, anything you want to win at, you need people from all places and all to pitch in and put team first.
As the owner of a storied football team, Kraft has made some influential friends.
I've called on them, and today, with the breaking of our campaign, you'll see we have a lot of influencers, very...
Such as?
Well,
I mean, I know this guy that used to play quarterback that...
Well, check
may have
it
helped
out.
with some of those trophies back there.
Check it out. You'll see. You'll see, but we also have a lot of good people who will recognize that this is something they want to partner with.
Why do you need it to be more than just the Jewish population?
Because we are so small. I think, we did some research and it showed that over 50% of Americans believe that we can handle this problem on our own, and we know we can't.
The campaign springs from Kraft's Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism, which he created after anti-Semitic rhetoric in Charlottesville, Virginia in 2017, and the deadly 2018 attack on the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. A big part of the foundation's focus, anti-Semitism found online and on social media. Those incidents are tracked in a command center built in Gillette Stadium, steps away from Kraft's office.
Why did you want this so close?
Because I knew I wanted to have access and be hands-on and check what they're doing.
What they're doing is monitoring conversations across 300 million data sources. They can see in real time spikes in anti-Semitic rhetoric and share information with other organizations fighting hate.
It's going on constantly, and there's no let up. And it makes me sad, actually. This is the United States of America. I mean, it shouldn't happen here.
And that's the goal behind the foundation and the Stand Up to Jewish Hate campaign, to stop it.
Why are you the right person to do this?
I don't know that I'm the right person. I think it's important to show people that you're proud of your heritage, and some people don't know I'm of Jewish heritage. Well, I'm not ashamed to tell them that, and I'm proud of it.
Kraft reminded me several times during this interview that while this campaign is about anti-Semitism, it affects us all because hate like this does not stop with those of us that are Jewish. And Tony, that really resonated with me because it reminded me of a poem that is often referenced around the Holocaust. It is about the idea that after the Holocaust, there was so much remorse for not speaking up when the Nazis came first for one group, then the next, until there was no one else left to speak up.
Yeah, why don't we shout? It is a big deal to see Robert Kraft stand up and say, I am Jewish, and this will not stand. And to do it, Dana, as you so beautifully set up in the piece with those 6 Lombardi trophies behind him showing his accomplishments in this life. Thank you very much for that piece. Really appreciate it. And you know what else matters, guys, is if he can get former or current NFL players to back him in this, that will go a long way to amplifying the message. This is the oldest hatred, it's often said. It's a persistent one, and it's going to need people like himself and those players, I think, to get a groundswell to say this will not stand.
But he's encouraging everybody to get involved. That's what I like about it. Number one, I really admire and respect what he's doing and how he's doing it. $25 million is not chump change. I don't care how much money you have. The fact that he's putting that much money in this effort and then monitoring it, we were talking about in real time. You can tell it's something that's deeply personal to him, deeply cares, and I think it's sending a very powerful message.
Yeah. And that blue square idea, you know, 2.4% or something of the population, and all the attention.
He does so much stuff outside of the sports space that he doesn't get credit for it. I'm glad that we're highlighting this.
Me too.
All right, Dana, thank you again for that.